Hi guys, hope you're having a great night. I wanted to pop in really quick, do a quick little video. I lately have been so stressed out with my regular job that I've started surfing YouTube videos at night just to kind of woo-saw time. Anyways, I've come across a couple of really cool little crafts that are all Scentsy related, and so I wanted to share them with you because now that we're heading into the busy season, it's a great time to just hand out your business card everywhere. And I think for me, getting a business card, it usually gets thrown in the junk drawer at home. But if I get a sample that is usable, I will keep that person's business card. Anyways, so you'll have to forgive me here. I bought a new webcam. I splurged the other day. Rather than using my phone, it makes things a lot easier. So I'm just going to move my camera here, and I'm going to kind of really quickly show you guys what we're doing. Alrighty. Pardon my super messy house here. Alrighty. So I'm hoping you guys can see. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you was these. So these are the mini tester, or pardon me, the full-size party testers. And one of the girls, actually here in Canada, came up with the idea of these make great things to put samples in. And what's a neat idea is, so when you're going through and you're taking off the label on the top, don't throw that label out. What will happen is, the way that Scentsy pours the wax is they actually use this little pod. I don't know if you can see that, but they use this little pod. And so what I usually encourage is grab a set of pliers. Needle nose work really well. These ones work really well because you can kind of pinch the edge and then just roll it, and then the pod actually popped out. Don't throw this out, because that label that you got from the top here, put it on the bottom, and that way you know what scent it is, as do your customers. Throw it in a little Ziploc bag along with your label and your business card, and you have an instant sample. Now the other idea is the joys of washer whiffs. These will hold about a tablespoon and a half. They are quite full this way, but they will hold, and it's a great little fancy container. There is a little label that I will post into the group that you can just print out on cardstock, paper, or whatever you have, even just a label. If you want to do samples, you are allowed. However, you have to, it's basically at your own risk. Right now, the washer whiffs are very safe. Obviously, if you feel comfortable using them in your own home, then you should feel comfortable giving them out as samples. But anyways, it basically has the warning label from the back along with the ingredients. So this actually makes a great little way. Same thing, you can throw it in a Ziploc bag. What I did was, and actually the next thing I'm going to show you is using this stuff. It's a double-sided stick-on roll-on tape idea. So all I did was just took it to the top and then just stuck this card right on the top of it, and it had the directions. This is enough to do one small load, and I did the Sunkissed Citrus because it's a nice strong scent. And so I've been giving these out left, right, and center, and every person that I give them to, they smell it, they take it home, they try it. The next day, they order 2 bottles from me. So it's a great idea. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you about parking here was a neat little way to use up all of your extra, the flyers. Pardon me, the Scent and Warmer of the Month flyers. Now, I'm sure some of you may have seen these, but I just thought this was beyond cool. So you need 3 of them. You can pick whichever one you want to be in the front. I'm going to use August's Warmer of the Month. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is we're actually going to make a paper bag. So you can put your washer whiff sample in it. You could put your wax sample of Warmer of the Month. By the time you're said and done, you can fold the top and staple it if you want to. Anything. It's really, really cool. So all you need is 3 Warmer of the Month flyers. And then I actually got this stuff from the Looney store, and I'm hoping you can see it. It's $1. And so really not that expensive. And right now I've made 3 bags with it, and there's tons. So it's a very, very cost-effective way to do this. Anyways, what you're going to do is you're going to start out by taking your double-sided tape, and you're going to run it along the back side of whichever flyer you want to be on the front of the bag. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and do that, and try and get it as close to the edge as possible. And you can go right up to the very top if you want to. What you're going to do is from there, you're going to flip it this way so that the back side is up. And then basically you're just going to try and get it right on your glue line idea. And you want to make sure, obviously, that it's as straight as it possibly can. Oh, I totally messed that up. Anyway, so you're going to try and get it as close to your glue line as possible and keeping it straight. And you're going to do the same thing for the other side. All right, so what we end up with here is a sheet. Oh, apparently I missed part of my glue line. Anyways, you end up with a bit of a sheet here, paper. Your next step is you're going to take one edge, and I guess it's easier if I do it this way. Sorry. And along the front side of one edge, you're going to do a bit of your double-sided tape, glue, whatever you want to use. Basically, you're going to turn it into a circle. Okay, so we have a circle. Okay, so that's good. Now what you're going to do is put whichever flyer you want on the front and basically press it down, and you want to try and keep it centered because the centering is going to end up being the sides of your bag, the middle crease. So you want to try and keep it fairly center. The other thing I find that really helps is if you have a bone folder or even just I'm using one of Caleb's super dull plastic knives because you can push it down and you can get a really nice tight crease with this. So next step is we're going to have to make the folds on either side. So the easiest way to do this, I found, flip it over so that your back, you have the seam running right up the middle in the back. Then you're going to fold it so that just the edge of your front folder is showing. And I'll show you what I mean here in 1 second. All right, so what we basically have now is this. I'm hoping you can see this. But what you basically have is this. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. So flip it over so that your flyer is showing on the front. And the good news is that you can actually just rework that crease by folding it the other way. This way. And now if you were going to, if you wanted to really jazz it up, if you have decorative scissors or if you're a scrapbook or anything like that, what you can actually do is run your scissors across the top this way and it'll give you a bit of a decorative edge as you go. Okay, so what we've got right now is, okay, so you really have to try and get your glue line close to the edge, otherwise it'll stick. So we're back to kind of a circle shape, but what we're going to do is we're going to turn it inside out, so to speak. So we want the middle crease. I'll show you what I mean here. So right now, this is what it's going to end up looking like. Okay, once you've made those creases, I'm hoping you can see and it's not too light. That's what you're going to end up looking like. And this side should be popped out, as should this other side. Okay, so from there, basically what you're going to do is you're going to wrap a present with the bottom. Now, a good guide to use is the top of the Scentsy logo right here. Okay, then you get a nice clean line along the bottom. The easiest way to do this is to flip it over backwards and just fold this way. And then same thing, just flip it over the other way. And again, you've actually got the Scentsy logo on the back side of the warmer that's right at the top of the logo. Okay. So now the bottom, we're basically going to wrap a present. And I'm hoping I can show you how to do this on camera. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to take, so this is the front side of my flyer here. You're going to take this edge right here and you're going to fold it so that it meets that crease you made on the inside here. And you're going to do the same thing with basically all four corners, is you're going to fold them so that they match to that crease that you made at the top. And I'll show you what it looks like here momentarily. You might have to do a little bit of finagling with it and yelling at paper. But if you've made nice hard lines using, like I said, a knife, a bone folder, etc., having the nice crisp lines will definitely make a difference. Okay. So what we have got is now the other thing these are really good for is if you are doing a fair and you want to be able to display your warmer of the month. It's kind of a cute little catchy idea. So here's what we basically have. I folded the corners in so that you can see it's kind of a box shape idea. What you're going to do is you're going to run glue along these edges here, and you're going to fold, you're going to fold that in, and then same thing with the other side, except you're going to do just the outsides on the other side, and that way it all sticks. Okay, and what you end up with, other than glue all over your kitchen table, is the easiest way to do this is to just kind of half fold them in. Like this, just half fold them in, stand your bag up, and then push your hand through. Okay, and then you can kind of push against something hard, and what you're left with is a neat little bag. So you can see you end up with a neat little bag that shows your warmer of the month. It also shows, of course, August 2013 Canada right on the front, and you can put whatever samples you want in the bag. What I've started doing is I just fold them at the top here, hole punch it here and here, and I run just a cute little ribbon or two ribbon across the top here, and then it makes a nice little carrying bag. They will hold a little bit of weight, but I mean, again, I think it's a nice way to, you send your customers on their way with a nice little sample, and it's a cute little bag. So, anywho, guys, I hope, all right, forgive the webcam thing here. Anyways, I hope that you guys have been able to use this information and have fun with it. I've let my inner Martha, so to speak, Martha Stewart, shine with this kind of stuff, and I'm having a blast. And sorry, one last thing. The other thing I'd done, found at the Dollarama store with the custom warmers that have now come into play. I got these, whatever you want to call them, folders that have the inserts, the plastic inserts already in them. They were $1 a piece. And so what I did was just on our color printer here at home, I printed out the information so that, so that I can actually, I have a couple of meetings set up for later August with a couple of local real estate agents that are potentially showing interest in these. So I'm kind of excited because it goes through and it can show them all the different uses. It's got, it's pretty straightforward. The other thing is that you can label this as you see fit with your information. And if you want, you can, you can go ahead and leave these with them. Give them time to think about, make sure they have your information on them. And I think it's great even just to leave with somebody. It looks very professional and it's a very easy way to go about doing it. Anyway, guys, I hope that you have a fantastic night, and we're almost at the weekend. Yay! Anywho, enjoy your weekend-ish. We're close to, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Bye!